Yo, what's going on, jammers? Welcome to another episode of Jam TV. Today's episode gonna be all about the music industry. In the early days, when the drugs was flowing around, underage drinking was popping, Pac and Biggie was going at it, it was war in the streets. Well, some people say the good old days. Let's go. Now, I imagine the music industry is just like it was nowadays back then, just a different set of drugs. But the way that it comes at these young artists, what they don't understand is it's put there to tear you down. Now, I ain't gonna trip on you if you smoke a little green. I ain't gonna trip on you if you drink a little bit of alcohol. Try not to do anything excessively, understand? But there are other things out there that the industry lures you in to get you and destroy you. Everybody likes a really, really good story, a good rise, and a hard motherfucking fall. You disappoint a lot of people when you don't fulfill that prophecy. I found myself in a place to where people prophesized that I was just gonna be this big drug addict and just fall like from grace. And when that didn't happen, I gained a lot of haters. But anyway, let's get into that shit. All right, the first place I'm gonna take y'all is around 97. Right around 97, around the time where we did the Biggie song. There was this club in LA, open every Tuesday. And what was the name of it? Peanuts. Now, Peanuts was a lesbian club. The finest girls was there. The best of the best, but none of them was messing with no dudes, you feel me? So I was going up in there chilling, seen a lot of stars here and there, people that remain to not be named, people don't want their business all out there, all like that, but a lot of them have recently come out because of the freedom and the openness now of the world. So anyway, we doing shows and we did a couple of shows there. So I'm sitting at the bar, I'm drinking, I'm chilling, and the owner calls me to the back. So I go back there. She's sitting on this big ass throne, you feel me? And I'm sitting back there, I'm just rolling up Doja. I used to keep an ounce or two on me, It's rolling up Doja. And all of a sudden I see a big silver platter plate of cocaine being passed amongst them. So, you got the girls, they all dancing and shit on the motherfucker, taking off their shit, doing this and touching each other and all of that other shit, right? So while this is going on, the owner, the person who was running the club that night, was like, "What's up, you wanna try some?" I have my security guard with me, my big homie, Big Tank. Believe that's who was with me. Big Tank and Big Rock. Yeah, Big Tank and Big Rock. Cause it was like they peoples and whatnot. So, security with me and shit, so they see all these girls and they offering me, y'all know. So I was like, I said, no, I'm good. I just smoke weed, I don't fuck with that shit. But do y'all think, do what y'all wanna do? So then it was sort of like I was at a place because I wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I really wasn't no hungry, thirsty motherfucking nigga like that. Like I wouldn't be like thirsty for those kind of moments, cause it's, I'm married now, so I ain't got fuck all that. But so that's how it happens in the industry. It's not a big conspiracy per se, but if somebody can get you hooked on coke, if somebody can get you hooked on pills, then it's just something in the feeling of that it feels like it gives to another person. You fucked up too. You do too. You can't look at me fucked up because you do too. So those are the kind of things that conform young people's minds. They see the women, they see the opportunity, they get all of this ego come in and they can't fight it and they can't beat it. And a lot of them have failed and have not recovered from that fall since. By the grace of God, I was able to not ever touch that shit. Never no dope, never no crack, never no heroin, none of that shit these other motherfuckers is out here fucked up on. It's fentanyl and all this other shit that's ending niggas' lives and ending niggas' careers. And that's what makes the music industry as dangerous as it is. In the wrong motherfuckers' hands. Not knowing what to do with success, not being able to handle the pressure. It's a certain pressure that you have when you have so many people's antennas just tuned into you. And they just tuned into you. Everything you drop, everything you do, they just tuned in. And if you're not skilled, the pressure of it could kill you. I mean, that was such a wild night. It's as if security gained a whole new respect for me as a human being, as their boss, employer, friend, etc. To have all that in your face and turn that life away and still try to maintain some sort of sanity and morality about yourself. They've respected me from that point all the way till now. Let me speed y'all all the way up. Let's say around 2015. So it's 2015. Boom, we rocking stadiums. We doing our thistle. This all before the quarantine. So I get in the car with one of the people that are there to drive you home afterwards and take you to the hotel. And she looked back at me and she was like, "So, do you want anything?" I'm like, "Want anything like what?" "Cool. Maybe we could stop, get something to eat before we go to the room." She was like, "No, do you want any coke? Do you want any weed? Do you want any pills? Do you want anything?" I'm like, no, I don't get down like that. But I appreciate your offer. But I got my own bud, I got my own weed. And it happens just that fast. Like people that just walk up to you, "Yo, you fuck with, da 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 da." And you really gotta let them know, I don't get down like that. That's just not me, and that's how the industry is, because everybody in the industry is on it, so they automatically think that everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, these kids right now, they don't know no better. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know no motherfucking better. Even some of my own family members is fucked up on shit. You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, it hits home. You know, but in this industry in general, that's how that shit happens, like that. A real demon in the industry and real evil is the ones that can't get into the industry and want to take out the ones that are. We watched it with Nipsey, XXXTentacion, Tupac, and many others. That's a major evil in the industry that people tend to not talk about, but it's real and they there. And I know there's a few out there that y'all can name that just took an upcoming star out of this world before they was able to blow. Seen it about to happen. That's a real demon and real evil in this industry. With the technology out right now, there ain't too much you need to get from a record label. But just to run you through a brief history of the evils when you did need record labels. They'll sell you weed, they'll get your car, they'll get your place, they'll buy your food, they'll do your studio time, and they'll charge it all to your account. The moment that you try to do it all yourself, but we gotta keep the records pumping, I mean, where else we gonna get the money from? Me, I played the game different. I said, stop. Once the royalties come in, we haven't spent anything, then what we're going to do is pay for our own studio time. We're going to get our own place. We're going to get our own cars. We're not going to be on the expense of the record label. Immediately, I became a troublemaker. I became an outcast. I became a drug addict. I became a drunk. All of these different things that they threw and these lies that they thrusted in order to make it look as if I'm not around because of that. Instead of, I'm not going to let you take no more money from me or my children's mouths. And from that point on, that's when I became the bad guy. But sometimes you gotta be the bad guy in order to see the good in the situation. And look at us now. We're doing so good. Carbon monoxide, you can get it on all streaming platforms. You already know. Make sure you hit up that www.iambuzzybone.com. Also, make sure that you get the newest. We got new masks. We just hooked up with this major company. We got new masks being built. You're gonna have to wear masks, and why not wear that Jam TV when you're moving? It's colorful, it look good. We're gonna show y'all some examples, but you can see it on jcastmusic.com, on that website. I always say www. Bae was like, so jcastmusic.com. I want to thank you guys first and foremost. If you liked this episode, make sure you press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, our subscribers are going up every single day. Totally appreciate everybody on that. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And I totally appreciate all the time that you guys spend with us for Jam TV. Big shout out to everybody that's going on those lives while we're talking. We'll have the comments turned on as soon as we possibly can. Stay good, Jam TV.